My name's Brian Teeman. I live in the UK and I'm the co-founder of Joomla, which is the second largest open source CMS in the world. It's about 3% of all the websites. I was looking for a new host and came across SCALA hosting, so ran a test. Everything worked great. Everything's still working great. A year later, I've moved all my sites, all my client sites over to using SCALA hosting. The reasons were quite simple: price, performance, features, and the quality of support. Predicting the future of the internet is an impossible task. For those of us that were first on the internet in the mid-1990s, there is no way we could have ever dreamed that it would be what it is today. If I was to make a guess, it would be that the internet would actually be more open than it is today, that the closed walls of Facebook and Twitter and other social media will all have been brought down. Very shortly we'll be releasing Joomla version 4, which is the next major release of the Joomla CMS. It's really breaking the mold in terms of speed, performance and accessibility. And it's that accessibility that I've personally been working on quite heavily for the last few years. My expertise is in building websites. My expertise is not in hosting websites. But of course, all websites need to be hosted. So I need to ensure that I have a reliable partner that I can work with that's going to look after the reliability of the hosting. Whenever you move to a new host, there's obviously going to be a period of settling in, a period of building relationship. So what I did, and what I recommend everybody does when they're moving to a new host, is not just to move everything out all at once, all on one day, but do it gradually over a period of time. In my case, I ran the first few sites for a couple of months before I was truly confident and happy to move all my sites and recommend SCALA hosting to all my clients. Switching to SCALA hosting's had a big impact on my business, mainly for the things that I don't have to do anymore. I know if there's a server hosting problem that, first of all, SCALA might have already fixed it before I know about it. But even if I have to contact them, they will be able to fix it for me and have fixed it for me, even on Christmas Day, very, very quickly, often before the client even notices. So the small amount that I'm paying SCALA hosting to provide the hosting is actually saving me money, and it's also making me money because I've got more time to do the things that I do. The best aspect about working with SCALA hosting has been the partnership that we've created between ourselves. It's a partnership where I can trust and rely on them, and that we can communicate effectively and efficiently, whether that's through online chat or email. My questions have been responded to very, very quickly, either directly answered, or if there's been a request for further clarification, that's been in language that I can understand and I can reply to quickly. When you have a web host, you need to review that relationship on a regular basis, because web hosts sometimes grow too quickly, sometimes change, and sometimes even the price. That great price that you got at the beginning completely disappears. So if you're looking for a new host, I can highly recommend that you check out SCALA hosting, because for me, they've been great at communicating. They've provided an excellent service with features that sometimes I didn't even know I needed until I got them, and now couldn't live without them. So I wouldn't hesitate to recommend to anybody, no matter what size of business they are, that they look at SCALA hosting to be their new hosting provider.